Well, good morning. Good Saturday morning. Good morning, Sugar.
Morning.
Coffee time.
Yep.
We're not in the Misters today, but here, cheers. Thanks for making coffee.
Yeah.
We're in Black Betty, heading to Portland, Michigan. What are we doing today?
We're gonna do some yard work at my parents' house.
Sounds amazing. Is that the only fun thing we're doing?
No. We are finally gonna go take the motorhome up north to the campground.
Hallelujah. For so many reasons, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, even if one of them is just to keep the motorhome from getting any mice in it. We hate mice, guys.
We've had a couple mice in there.
And I'm gonna tell you something. Sugar don't like mice.
Sugar hates mice.
Sugar can... We're gonna edit that. Sugar can take a grown man who's not afraid of anything and scare the crap out of him because a mouse may or may not have been in 100-foot vicinity of him. So, I don't like when she does that to me. But, she's
They get
scared.
a little jumpy.
A little jumpy. And, we got the motorhome out of storage a little early this year because we went camping in Man, which most of you
we got the mice from.
could have been. We can blame it on you.
Yeah.
Most of you went with us on that trip, and we just want to say we really enjoy your company. Glad that you get to ride along with us. You're kind of quiet, you don't say much, but a few of you do, so we're happy about that. But so the motorhome's been sitting in our parking lot for well over a month, right? She's been plugged in and everything, and we check on it, but there has been a couple of naughty mice got in Sugar's clothes and chewed on her shirt, ruined a good shirt. And we don't normally have mice, it's kind of a rare occurrence. So anyway, so we're getting it out of there, which is going to help that, hopefully. And we're bringing it up to our summer home. And
Haley and Derek up there.
Haley and Derek will be there, and Sater and Sutton. What'd you say? And the boys, yeah. Casey won't be coming up today, but very soon. So we are so thankful that we have a summer home, summer place, that both of our adult children with their children are also up there for the summer. And then the other ones are younger, and they kind of are forced to go with us whenever we can take them with us. But that's our kind of our reward for this morning. But we're gonna go do a little yard work. Yank some bushes out of the ground there for Sugar's mom and dad. We're gonna probably either use the old Chevy, Miss Black Betty, or I think there's a Toyota coming that could be doing some work too. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm not sure if Toyotas can do it. We may have to have a pull-off today. See which one does a better job.
I'm a fan of Toyotas.
Sugar likes Toyotas.
Driving them for years.
I like coffee, so we can agree on that. Weather's pretty nice. If you had keep the windows up, it feels like it's really nice outside, but it's like 35 right now and sunny.
A little chilly for your work, but
Yeah, we got, what would you say, about an hour drive?
Yeah.
Got an hour drive to get there. We're going east, and then spend a couple hours there and come back this way. But we wanted to test these mics out, both of us have on, so that you all can see if they're better. I really like the sound. What do you think of those test videos we did?
yeah, they sound way better than the other ones. We've been having a little issue with the sound.
Yeah. Mistress is loud,
Yeah.
and so is Bonnie. And I spent so much time trying to figure these mics out and couldn't get them working. I was starting to lose my mind a little bit. So Sugar thinks we should put some of those clips in every now and then. When I was testing, I finally got them to work, and then I was like acting like radio personality #1 or whatever. This handle gets pushed up sometimes. There's no room to drink. No, it's the black handle gets slid up. That's a little better. Yeah.
Oh, no, we do.
I think I got it. What else is going on? Anything exciting?
I feel like it's a pretty exciting day.
It
I don't
is.
think we need any more.
Really?
To make it exciting.
I feel like excitement's always a good thing, no matter what level. I mean, a good
I
exciting.
just don't think it can get more exciting
Oh.
than taking the motorhome.
I don't know if it's quite hit me yet because I've been like, yes, we're going to the campground. I don't know if it's because there's been so much stuff going on at home and
So much.
work. With home and work, guys, we're busy from before sunup to after sundown. It seems like getting things maneuvered and settled in and all that good stuff. But yes, we'll stay the night tonight in the motorhome up there and leave her there for a fair amount of the summer.
I gotta find out then.
Yeah, you got to drive this thing. It's about to bring the trailer back. She likes driving Betty. Sort of.
I do. I don't want to pull a trailer.
You don't have to be pulling it up. Well, yeah, I'll pull it up. You pull it back. We'll pull it up with Stevie. Yeah. So. But we got about an hour drive, so we'll probably maybe check in if something exciting comes up. Something more exciting or as exciting. Otherwise, we'll maybe do some filming while we do the Chevy versus Toyota challenge. But either way, check in soon. You got anything to say? Keep the rubber set down. Monday afternoon. It is 2:30, 66 degrees, a little cloudy, but it is Monday and I'm rolling. Me and the mistress are getting some work done. We're headed down to Carthage, Tennessee, which I think I took you guys along about a month ago, maybe a little less down there. So, been a busy morning, a lot of phone calling, a lot of things going on from the weekend and stuff we got coming down the road a ways, down the pipe, or is it pike? I'm on a public road, so that'd be not a turnpike. But anyway, racing stuff's going on. I got a little bit to put out. Maybe this, you'll see it already by the time this comes out. But we started working on the mean one. We're getting that ready for a race on April 24th through the 26th, I believe, that weekend around there. It's called the R3 race. R3 is some of the guys that are from the Side by Side blog. It's their new channel. It's not new, it's a couple years old already, but they're putting a race on at our home track, Silverback Off-Road Speedway, and they're running a quick 16 race, which we are going to try to participate in. It started out as a side-by-side event years ago, so it was only side-by-sides, nobody there with cars or dragsters, or, in my opinion, this is rude, but I don't care, anything fast was ever invited. They had some fast side-by-sides, don't get me wrong, but now they're opening it up to race cars and trucks and things that are exciting to me. So we are going to try to participate in the Quick 16. So the mean one has to get its heart put back in. We stole the heart out of it to put it in the Grinch, and got him running on a bigger blower last year. The heart is the fuel pump, in my opinion. Most people think the heart is the motor, but we had to put a fuel pump on it this year, a little bit bigger, replacing the one we took off, and it would be a little bit of an upgrade for the car. And Travis Oakes from 616 Motorsports came over last Friday, started helping me refit, but refit everything because the fittings are a little different. And we bought a new used new to me crank support for him because his little crankshaft was bending a little bit. For some reason, when we put 44 pounds of boost into it, the stress the blower belt puts on the crank was causing it to flex a little, not bending, and we don't want that to happen, so we're gonna give that excuse me, too much stuff on the weekends makes me tired during the week. I'm gonna get that on there and just updated a couple of little things that the car needed. And the plan is to try to fire him up on Friday, and I will definitely be bringing you all along for that. I have a time-lapse video when we were working on it. It's really nothing interesting, but it kind of just shows that we were working on it. So we'll go with that, and the fire-up video probably all together, maybe next Wednesday, which will be last Wednesday when you see this, I'm sure. It's confusing for me too. I'm trying to do the best job I can. I keep saying I'm going to post pictures and I forget to, so Sugar said she's going to help me with that a little bit. I'll probably do the editing, and then she'll send me the pictures that she wants where, and we'll do that so we can do a little bit better job. So bear it with me. Thank you guys for all the comments. I love reading them and responding to them. Hopefully you can keep sharing the channel and sharing the videos, and we can get to the point where YouTube deems us worthy of monetization. They have a standard that you have to meet. You have to have a certain amount of followers and a certain amount of views or watch time. So we're working towards it. Feels like we're crawling, but I'm gonna keep putting videos out and try to get that algorithm to work with me. And yeah, that's about it for right now. I don't have a lot to report. I was gonna get my drone out. I did get it out yesterday to do some testing, and then I broke it. I didn't crash. I actually was an idiot, and it's been so long since I've charged it. I plugged the micro USB port in to charge it, and I broke the prongs off in it. So I'm trying to find somebody that can fix that now. And everybody's like, we can only work on phones, so I don't know what to do with that. I'd hate to have to buy another one because I don't use it much. It's a really nice drone, but I want to be able to do drone footage. So I may end up buying a new one, or I may end up able to fix it. I'm gonna make some more calls today and see if I can get somebody to take it. I'll have Sugar drop it off for me. But I was gonna do a nice drone shot of the truck tonight when I got parked and everything, so sorry about that. If anything exciting happens, I'm gonna check in with you guys. I'm sure I'll check in with you tonight when I get to Carthage. We're only 6 hours away, so it's not a real eventful trip, but it's my first trip of the week. And I think we're gonna go to Maryland again. It'll be 3 weeks in a row on Wednesday. So, and hopefully next week we can start hauling gravel. I can take you guys along for something different. That is my hope. So, oh, and we went to Sugar's mom and dad's Saturday, and ripped out the shrubs in her front yard. We recorded that too, so probably put that in the Wednesday video with the mean one and all that stuff. So, but anyway, hope you guys are doing great. We will check in later. Keep the rubber side down. Because I said some really good things. Well, I hope you're not just joining me for the audio. I was just saying how we got new mics, and I really like the quality of the sound. Sometimes you really do get what you pay for, I guess. These were, I don't know, maybe 5 times the price of the other ones. The other ones weren't bad. They just had that. They were picking up the audio, the engine and the exhaust and all that, and between that and my voice, for me it sounded like it was like that sound. So I'll try not to make that sound again. So I'm really glad that we go ahead and return those and bought these, and man, they just sound so good. You can still hear the truck, but it's like you can tell the difference between the engine or the exhaust and my voice. So I really like that. So yeah, got new microphones. We are probably, I did get good news about the drone. They said they think they can fix it. It's going to be like 120 bucks, and that's a lot for a little piece like that, but not compared to the price of the drone. And the drone is not brand new by any means as far as just purchased, but it's probably been flown 2, maybe 3 times ever, so it's like new. So it just seems like a waste to not fix it. I could throw it away and buy another one for $600 or more. But I did find out from Chum, actually, who's my techie guy, and he told me we could probably get a receiver, the receiver or the controller from eBay for between 50 and 80 bucks. So if I ever have an issue again, that's the route I'm going to go. I already committed to this guy at 120 bucks, and I feel like it's the right thing to do. So the drone's going to be, I'm going to try to utilize it more. Again, I'm still learning how to do the filming and setup of filming of the trucking when I've just been always hard-nosed. You got to go, get your miles in trucking. That's been my mentality for 32 years. So I want to do better about that, but we're going to utilize the drone more and get that fixed. Got the new microphones, and we've got Chum he's been on board, but he's taking a new position at work, and it's taking a lot of time out. I think it's wearing him down a little bit, so he hasn't had a chance to do as much with the media, but he's so good at it, so we're thankful to have him in there. So those are 3 big things we're hoping to grow the channel more and make things more enjoyable for you all, or y'all. I am in Kentucky now, so I think I'm allowed to talk with an accent. Yeah, I think that's it for now. We're gonna try to turn and burn right back home. I got plenty of time on my clock right now. It's an 8-hour drive home, and I'll have an hour and a half into getting down here. So that only puts me at 9.5. Yeah, my shoulder is bothering me. But I will try to check in, and I hope you enjoyed this week's video. It should go up. You should have already watched it again by now when you see this. I keep forgetting that we're not live. Someday I'm going to try that, but I don't think I have enough subscribers to go live yet. I don't really know how it works as far as having enough subscribers to or not, but I know those guys like having people on before they start talking, so it's a little different world for me. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go truck, and I hope you all are doing well this morning. We'll talk soon. Welcome back, guys. We made it to Carthage. They're unloading us right now. I'm just sitting in the bunk, get away from the steering wheel. It's a little sunny, which I'm not unhappy about, but it's a little sunny sitting in the driver's seat, and I don't sit back here very much, so just, I guess, a good mic test for this distance. Oh, it's a beautiful ride coming down here. I think I'll put the camera on going north so you guys can see what the scenery looks like. Hope it's not super boring, and maybe I can speed it up a little bit, put a little music on there or something. But it's real narrow, and it would be doable in the dark. Like, it's not impossible. It's more, to me, it's more the safety factor when I don't have to push myself. And when it's dark and there's a white line that's this wide, and then that much asphalt, and then a drop off. And I noticed on the way down this trip, with all the rain they have, some of the asphalt has been undermined on the side of these hills, and those are starting to wash out. So easier to see that in the daylight. Keeps me out of trouble. But yeah, we'll do some of the drive back, I think. There's a pretty cool, reminds me of The Simpsons, but like a nuclear power plant, the big, it's not a smokestack. I want to say they let steam out in that or something, but for lack of better term, it's like a big chimney. But you don't see those very often, so they're not unheard of or nothing. But in The Simpsons, that's the way it used to be when the cartoon would start. They'd have that, one of them, like some green smoke coming out of it or something like that for hazardous nuclear waste or whatever. But kind of interesting. So they're doing everything here. They aren't using a pallet jack, or if they are, they might have abandoned. They bought some straps and this clamp that clamps onto the pallet. It's supposed to drag it back, because they don't have a dock here. So I think they were going to use the high-low to drag them back and then pick them up, but maybe they abandoned that idea already. But yeah, when we're done here, we're 8.5 hours from home, and we're just going to put it in the wind. These loads pay us well enough that it's not worth the extra day it takes to look for a load and maybe another half a day to deliver it on the other end. And we're going to go right back and grab our next load, which sounds like we'll have a little local work to do in the morning, and then take right off for Frederick, Maryland again. So I'm looking forward to when we can hire somebody to do this for us in the summer, and I can go and haul gravel locally. That's my plan. I keep saying one more week, so we might have to do this one more week. But we have a small plan in place for a guy to be able to take these over. And if this is what you're doing and you don't have the opportunity to make more money doing something else, this is a absolutely great gig. You can work Monday through Friday. There's almost never a weekend. I say almost because there might be opportunities to pick up extra work, but the stuff we do, you can truck Monday through Friday. And I'm only ever gone, the max I've ever gone with loads like this is 2 nights, and it's not often, it's 2. It's usually
leave in the morning and you're home the next night. You're gone one night. But if I have a guy doing it and I'm paying him, I'm going to look for loads coming back. So it might be a 2-night deal once in a while. But it doesn't get much easier, and it pays really well. So, yeah. Made my bed this morning, opened the curtains. Thinking about making some breakfast here while I wait for these guys. So, just wanted to spend some time talking with y'all. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday morning. And start getting geeked about race season. That's what I'm doing. Trying not to think about it too much because I get all excited and it's hard to work. So, let me look at the dates here real quick. I can look at my phone when we're sitting still. It's kind of odd to do this and not feel like I'm doing something wrong. Silverback Off-Road Speedway. Trying to find the schedule. April 25th through the 28th, but no, 25th and 26th. Sorry, that's Friday and Saturday. So we're gonna do some qualifiers on Friday night on the 25th, and then the 26th we should be participating in the Quick 16 if all stays as scheduled. So if anybody wants to see the mean one, hasn't run since, what was our last race for that? Brookville. We took it to Brookville, broke that track record, and I think we took third. I can't remember. I want to say we took third in the King of the Outlaws class and a third or fourth in the overall points championship. It was kind of neat. We were in the quarterfinals against Kathy Ellington, and I think I lost by a little bit because I lifted. We weren't sure if the car was going to be able to run all out without breaking out of our 295 breakout. So I either lifted or I went too fast. I don't remember now, but regardless, she won. But before that race, they were talking about it being a 4-way runoff for the points. In the end, it was a 3-way runoff, and whoever had the best pass won the championship. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember now. It was last fall, but it's Kathy Ellington, Cody Trice, and maybe it was a 4-way runoff. The two Volkswagen cars, Adam Rowe and Jim Lancourt. I think that's what it was, a 4-way runoff maybe. Or maybe Cody wasn't in it. Either way, I know it was the two V-dubs and Kathy. And if I had to beat Kathy, I think I would have been tied in points for her and all the rest. And there would have been like a 4-way runoff. And Best Pass would have won it. And they were all so close. I'm talking right close to 295. I think there was some 298s and a 301 or a 302. So it was a really interesting final and tiebreaker. I want to say it was like 2:30 in the morning when they ran off. So, I don't know if we're going to even try for the Outlaw Series points this year, just because of our work schedule and taking off for gravel. We don't really want to, or I don't know if I can afford to take off for the spring race, which is also at Cleves where Gravel-Rama is. So, that is to be determined, but I can tell you for 100% certainty, every race we go to, we're going to be on kill and shooting for number one no matter what. Everybody out there is such great competitors and fast cars, and the ones that aren't maybe quite as fast make up for it in reaction time and consistency. So that is a very close field. I think we've had up to 22 or 24, maybe I'm off on that, but over 20 entries at a single race like that, and maybe we even were more than that. But it's really cool to go out there and compete against such classy people, classy racers, and looking forward to doing that again this year. We'll definitely be at Silverback Off-Road as long as the car's still going together, and then we'll try maybe to go to Brookville. So that's the problem, is the traveling gets expensive, and I want to go to gravel no matter what. So that's where I'm focusing my energy and my pocketbook. So if we can do that and the other races, great. If not, we'll be going to gravel and we'll hit the one at Silverback. So the plan was this year to not run the mean one on the King of the Outlaw series. We wanted to run the Grinch, which is in the past not been fast enough to compete in that class, but we're doing some upgrades to that, and I'm hoping to put a video together midsummer of all the progress pictures and videos of that car, what's going on with it. We put it on we took it to Weight Watchers, and it's going to be a little bit skinnier this year and a little bit prettier, so we're looking forward to that. But the goal is that to be the 295 car, because the mean one's, he's ready to go fast, and to make him go slow and run a 295 breakout is a little more work than it is to turn him up and let him eat. So that car runs 260s consistently at most tracks, and even faster at others. And he's great in the 295 class, but it would be a lot easier on that motor to not try to slow it down. It takes, if you all don't know alcohol and blowers and things like that, it takes a lot to slow that car down. It's built to go fast. It's a TA car, top alcohol, and it's been in the 50s. So while it can be very lethal in the 295 class, we want to run the small block, and it's my goal to take a small block and be very competitive in the King of the Outlaw, 295, top eliminator, whatever you want to call it. They're all the same thing. King of the Outlaws is a series that has that class in it, but it's a 2.95 second breakout in 300 feet. So that's also called top eliminator, or TE. So my goal is to have two cars, one that can just go unlimited and go as fast as we want, top alcohol, and then the other one would be the top eliminator. So far we're a little behind schedule, but that's pretty normal for building cars. It's nobody else's fault but my own. Timing and money, everything takes money. So we're working on that, and that'll be a video to come out hopefully right around the time we actually start testing the car, because I don't want to send anything out until we've got video or pictures and paint on it and powder coat and all the stuff that it takes to make it pretty. So anyway, enough rambling. When they're done unloading me, we're gonna put this thing in the northbound lane and keep the rubber side down and roll. So we'll probably just do some silent footage going north, I would imagine. Maybe you'll enjoy it, hopefully.
Hey guys, thanks for riding with me this long. It's been a busy week. We touched on a lot of things. We went to Sugar's parents and helped out with the yard work. We brought Stevie up to the campground and set her up on our lot. And then I took off for Tennessee on Monday. I also went to Maryland, but I didn't put anything in here about that, just because it's been so busy. But here I am, walking around the Mistress hooked to the gravel trains. Check these trailers out. Don't they look great? Micah and Casey did such a good job with the acid wash. I'm so thankful. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Keep the rubber side down, guys.